Hello everybody, my name is Dillon from WeTheCoasters, and we are getting ready to check out the brand new hotel, Universal's Terra Luna, Universal's 10th hotel that opened up just a few days ago. Today, as of the making of recording this, it is a Thursday, a beautiful and much better time here compared to when we were back in January at Stella Nova. So, to be more precise, Terra Luna, you can see, is this hotel that's right over here, and then to our left, show you on camera, Stella Nova is over that way. And then if you notice from that direction, you can see where that bronze top is. That is Grand Helios. That will be Universal's 11th hotel when that opens up in May 22nd, which give or take will be a little bit of time. But in the meantime though, we're gonna be checking out Universal's 10th hotel. Again, this is a little bit of a different theme. It is kind of the same like Stella Nova. Instead of the cosmos and the space, this is all about the planets and the moon in a way. So we're gonna show you a little bit on the outside here, and then we're gonna go inside and show you the rest of the way. So join me along, and we're gonna show you Universal's Terra Luna. So one big difference from Stella Nova and Terra Luna is that this area right here is different. So Stella Nova is like a spaceship. This here, I can't really tell what this is, but this is very, very different. It looks kind of like a future-y wave type of thing, but this still looks really, really nice though. I think Stella Nova does have a little bit of a better difference here. Now, there is a lot of similarities with Stella Nova and Terra Luna.
Like, for example, the glass panes,
yep.
And of course this
moving walkway spiral thing over here.
Yep, and it still has the safety features, the push to slow. It speeds up when it detects movement here. And of course, if somebody is wedged in between here, it stops. And there it is. So we can see a little bit more planetary kind of thing instead of stars. The colors are very similar to Dockside, and that's something that we noticed.
Yes, a very little bit of a difference. Maybe a little bit of the same in difference. And of course, it opened March 25th, as you can see, with a nice little photo op over here. And a lot of people have said very good things. However, it has been a lot more quiet around here. I know Stella Nova was a bit of a messy situation, but here it has been very well received. So a couple of key things to notice here, just like Stella Nova, Terra Luna, they're obviously separated, a little difference with where the lobby is and all that. So instead, Stella Nova's on the left, Terra Luna's on the right. They have different seats that are over here, different artesian style that's around here.
They also spin.
Yeah, I know, right? And then, of course, normally Stella Nova, you go to your rooms would be this way over here. Now it's where the market is at, and then everything else would be all around here where the cafe is and all that. So you can tell that's a lot of difference. So, first things first, let's show you around the market. So the big notable difference between this and Stella Nova is that the market here is actually much more open that's out here, which obviously is much more different compared to Stella Nova being more confined in a way. So I do like the style being a lot more open. And of course, the kitchen as well as the background with the cashiers and all are both in the same within the market and the cafe. So first things first, let's show you what's in the market. So we also have the Terra Luna cups that are here. So Stella Nova has the blue and pink cups that are out here. Terra Luna has the green and orange, maybe a little bit of like a red-orange type of color. And this is what's new about the whole thing right here. Same text as like Stella Nova, but of course they wanted to bring this type of planetary type of feel and all that. Now, we had to do a little bit of research within the hotel, and originally when they mentioned about this hotel, we were kind of confused because they didn't really give a clear definition of what the power, like the hotel is. But this is basically anything to do with the planets and the moon that's gonna go out there. So you can tell with a lot of still the planetarium type of feel, but this is where it's got that kind of moonish type of vibe because of the colors that are all around. And I like the idea what they're trying to do and all that. So here in the market, they showcase a lot of bakery goods, coffee, anything within around that type of level. And then also, like parfaits also too, and like healthy
grab
goods.
and goes.
Yeah, grab and goes. So
the bottled stuff, which do not buy. Just buy one of those and get the unlimited refills,
yeah.
Or at least get some coffee.
But there is something about it with these too. So they have a deal where they have the 1 to 3 day deal, which was 17, I think it is.
Yeah,
it was 17, give or take.
And then we can pull up the prices.
Yeah. And then they have the 4 through 7 deal, and then they have the 8+ day deal that goes on around. So this is obviously much different compared to the other hotels that are not within the Stella Nova and Terra Luna and Grand Helios type of area, where they would have the normal how many days you're staying. So this is a rather new system that they're doing just within these hotels that I am aware of.
I thought the like Surfside and Dockside was was the same deal.
I don't
I
think
could
so.
be mistaken, but
I could be
don't
wrong
know.
too, but if there is someone who knows that it's within Universal, let me know in the comments down below. That would be greatly appreciated. But let's just show you some of the stuff that we have over here. So, we have Greek yogurt parfaits over here. We have, oops, yeah, I know. We have fresh cut fruit bowls, and we have smoked salmon bagels. So, that's what we have over here.
Chicken pesto, grilled steak.
Harvest chicken salad sandwich, tossed salad, Caesar salad, Asian chop shop salad. And then in the hot area here, we have croissant sandwiches here.
English muffins and bagels.
Yep. And then of course over here, we have Coca-Cola products on this side over here.
And alcohol if you need it.
And just to name some of the beers that they have: Bud Light, Modelo, Yingling, Golden Road Mango Cart, Neutral, Too Hard IPA from Bell's, and also local alcohol as well. So grab and go for the snacks, and then right over here we'll showcase some of the desserts that are within the area when we'll show you the rest of this stuff over here. But yeah, lots of stuff over here though. I feel like there's a little bit more variety here because I know for here they have Nerds Rope that's over here because I know that that's not in Stella Nova that I'm aware of. And then they showcase some of the prices. So if you want to pause and take a look at per price, that'd be great. But basically around $4 to $6 with the exception of the Hershey's milk chocolate.
We have the coffee bar over here. Not really coffee bar because bar means all you can eat, as I would say, or all you can drink.
And then they would have ice cream that's over here in the bottom right that's not available right now.
Too early, I guess. Then I don't know if y'all can see it.
Basically the price is around from $5.25 to $5.95 and $6.25, $6.45 respectively for a lot of prices.
And of course, here's what we were talking about earlier.
Okay, so yeah, 1 to 3 days was $19, 4 to 7 was $25, and 8+ days is $30. So honestly, if you are spending at least one night, I would recommend the $19 one there. It definitely really does come in handy, but 8+ days, $30, that definitely is a big steal if you're spending like at least 2 weeks here. It is a very good deal in that matter.
Some people would actually spend like a month with their vacation.
Absolutely.
Which
so
is like,
Universal
whoa.
is trying to do a thing where they are trying to convince people to spend a week actually in the resort to do, if we're going to be technical, all 4 theme parks that they have listed too. So I know that's what Universal says, even though it's technically going to be 3 when Epic opens up because Volcano Bay is a water theme park. But anyways, real quick, just to showcase over here, they do have cupcakes. As you can see right over here, we have red velvet over here. We have chocolate cupcakes and vanilla cupcakes. We have classic bagels, everything bagels, and cinnamon raisin bagels that are over here too.
Yummy.
Then we also have more that's over here. We have a Morning Glory muffin over here, which is a vegan, a chocolate croissant, a vanilla glazed donut, chocolate chip muffins, cinnamon rolls, some donuts that are down below over here too. We have a looks like a walnut brownie, I'm guessing, and then a regular croissant over there to the bottom. So yeah, lots of stuff over here. So yeah, very cool.
Okay, so the time right now is, I'm just gonna check right quick.
It is currently 11:06.
Okay, so right now they're doing the transition from breakfast to lunch. So all the registers are closed. However, we can simply help ourselves right up here. Very carefully. And I'll just go ahead and leave this here. Y'all can pause and look everything over. We talked to one of the cashiers last night.
Yeah, they
and
recommend
she
the
said
Space
that
Monkey.
The Space Monkey, apparently it's like monkey bread, but on steroids, apparently.
Yeah, that's what they had said. Word
It comes
for word.
with smoked bacon and caramel.
Yeah.
But
now, obviously, we already had eaten, but the big thing to mainly take away from is that Lynn had the breakfast pizza that's out there, which is...
it's in the
there it
handhelds.
is, in the bottom left there. And then I had an Applewood smoked bacon, egg cheddar cheese toasted bagel, which that was actually very good. And the breakfast pizza, just briefly say, was not bad at all. It was rather different because obviously, if you're aware of Dockside, that has the same thing as well. But I will say
Similar,
that
but not the same.
yeah, the bread is definitely artesian in a way. So we'll have to show you guys
It's a
some
bit more
lunch when
fancy, I'd say.
in a way.
Instead of, the somewhat industrial, no offense. But I mean, it tastes kind of like homemade,
Yeah,
I would
it
say.
is good though. It is good.
Yeah.
The other thing that also caught my eye that's interesting is that Smash Mash Toast is out there. But one of the big things that's out there in general that they have been promoting within the menus here is that they are big on putting onions on a lot of the food that's there. So if you're not an onion person, that's going to be
I am. He's not.
Yeah, but I'm just saying in general though, because like, you know, for the people that aren't, that's just kind of to let people know overall though.
All right. We're going to put this back, and then, of course, we have the dinner menu.
The lunch and dinner. But yeah, right now it will open up in about another hour, so. Now, the thing about that one, though, is that as far as what we had over here during the time is, well, I had a cheese pizza, and this was late. But I thought about getting a cheese calzone, but yeah, caramelized onions is not my thing, though. Although, as far as to tell you how the prices are concerned, it is typical Orlando pricing, but I have seen a lot worse.
After my discount, it's actually pretty decent.
Yeah, I've seen worse prices, but it's not bad, though.
At Busch and SeaWorld.
Yeah.
United Parks.
And then Lynn had a walk on Luna.
Getting there.
So this is actually the first time in the Universal hotels, other than Aventura, that they've had a walk there.
Yeah, the walk on Luna wasn't all that great. The white rice had some soft and some hard. Also, a lot of seeds, like extremely crunchy, and I thought it broke a tooth.
Now,
or
you
something.
had the beef it up, is that correct?
Yes, I got the beef it up. No sriracha aioli because I do not like spicy. The steak was like rare. So like there was some parts that was like fully cooked, and then there was like some red, which it was okay, but I mean, if somebody looked at that and was like, oh my gosh, it's raw. No, it's not. And something else is the Mexican street corns that Dillon was wanting to get, but he did not get it.
I eventually will probably get down the road.
I showcase this.
What's cool here too is obviously you can see they do have paper menus here, and as far as they can also change the
because you can't really see anything.
Yeah,
up
it is
there.
kind of hard to see there.
Because I would just sit there with my eyes very squinted, and I wouldn't be able to see.
I will warn that in advance, though. Other few things to notice too is that the design here for like in general, where you see it over here, it is very nice. You see over here,
up close.
It has that planetary type of feel, and I do like that a lot for sure.
Moss. Moss is better than trees, by the way.
I would say so too.
All
right, so next thing that we're going to show you is the dining hall, as you can see over here. Now, the dining hall in Stella Nova does feel kind of small. Here in Terra Luna, it is much bigger than out there. So you can see there's a lot more room. You can walk around more. And of course, you know, there's a little more on the tables here too. So that's actually a really good thing here too.
And of course, the coffee slash other drinks station.
And then also, if you want to pick up your food, this is where they have it. So they do it just like Stella Nova, where you order your food, you get a buzzer that's there, and then your food, they'll buzz it right over here. This is where you pick up and go from there. So that's actually really neat how they've been making this more often a thing, and I like what Universal's doing.
So just shouting your name.
Yeah, it's well, not only that, but to keep everything like super fresh and convenient too along the way too. So that is a really good sign. And another thing too, they made really good chandelier lights too, which is very cool and interesting. And the roof also looks very nice too. I'll give that a lot of credit too. One other note too, the wallpaper that leads into the area. So they have a lot of NASA photos that's been using for both Stella Nova and Terra Luna. And I like what they've been doing to make that design feel very authentic, even if it's very simple and basic. So I like what they're trying to do here though. Now that we got that out of the way, let's show you a little more in the lobby.
So of course we're at the lobby, and right here is the studio store. If you go forward to it, right around here towards the elevators, you see a peephole right here, and showcase the, it doesn't show up on the camera very well, but it's a projector of planets, like you're in a spaceship.
I don't know how well we can show if we can zoom in a little closer here, but you kind of can see it a little bit in the camera because it is kind of dark. But I can tell you, when you see it in person, it's actually really, really cool. I'll put a photo of it on the description where you guys can see it from there, but it is actually super cool. So whenever you move, you can actually see it from there. And then this is what's like inside there of what it looks like. It's actually super cool how they have this here. See, it's little things like that, and they think of super creative stuff. But see, obviously you can see it much better when you're inside there and all that, but it's cool how they showcase the planet projector from there. I don't know what really is the term that they use in this, because this is actually brand new technology that's been used, but it's very impressive here. Another cool thing too is that if you notice within Stella Nova, they had the push-up style of the outlets here, and this one, it's a twist. So I like how they're trying to be different within both hotels in that way. But don't worry, they do have the push ones over at the at the rooms that are there for Terra Luna, as well as a few other places along the way. And then, of course, there's 2 entrances for the Universal Studios store. Another thing to mention, there are 9 floors within this hotel room, and the same amount of rooms just like Stella Nova. So now that we've shown that, I'll show you, for once we can say this, outside. Okay guys, if you remember when we were at Stella Nova back in January, the weather was cold, and I mean, we were able to go outside, but it was very brief and they shut the whole area down because it was so cold and windy. Today, the weather is obviously 100 times better, and we can actually go outside, so let's go. And first off, just want to say the weather is much better now. I can tell by feeling the sunlight here. So of course, the pool is of course around here, as you can see. Pool is open from 9 to 10, and of course they have an entrance for the market that's right over here. They also have not as many chairs as the other resort in Stella Nova, but they do have, you know, a little more in the pool size though. The pool, ironic enough, is shaped to the moon that's out there, and then just to the right is the hot tub. And of course, thank you for having that open. Okay.
Yep, see the crescent moon?
Also, the pool doesn't look too deep, but it's, you know, somewhat. It's about a 5-foot pool from what I'm seeing, right? Or actually 3-foot pool rather at the edge, and then from the middle, like 6 foot.
Something else that we gotta showcase. Whenever you are on the beach
Moonrise
chairs,
Grill, yeah.
Yep, we have these placards, Moonrise Grill, and here's a QR code for mobile ordering, so you don't have to leave your spot.
Yeah, and then until like they can bring it to you, or you can walk over to the pickup area and actually pick up your food from there. So now that we've showcased that, let's actually show you the outdoor bar, what they have.
Right through here is the Moonrise Grill, a little out there, down a path.
And the benefit too is at least it's in the shade.
Yes, much cooler.
So this would be where you can also place an order if you don't want to be, you know, chilling in the seats and want to walk up and get it. So the Moonrise Grill right now is open. Good morning. So doing good.
How about you?
So great. We have over here a little bit of a different variety at the Moonrise Grill compared to the market that's out there. So the major noticeable change is that they have more variety on the entrees that's out there compared to at the market that's there. The big thing is that they have shrimp tacos over here. Cosmic explosion wraps are out there. That's the other thing that's in this area too. Over here that's big that me and Linda noticed earlier yesterday was Fly Me to the Moon wings. So that's buffalo style chicken wings, crispy veggies and ranch dipping, and a lot of people have said that that's actually really good here. Another thing to keep in mind, price is also very good over here too. Chicken tenders though, $10 for kids, $9 for grilled cheese chicken, or grilled cheese there, and hot dog also there for $9 as well. The savory sweets, keep an eye on, ice cream sandwiches, New York cheesecake, and a meteorite mousse. And then for the beverages with alcohol, they have Yingling, Modelo, Bell's Two Hearted, High Noon, and Neutral Pineapple.
All right, walking back, we are headed to the Moonrise Bar, which is pretty nice aesthetic over here. I love the colors of those.
They do have walk-up service over here, and then they have seats over here as well. And to show you what they have on the tap, they have Michelob Ultra, Stella, Modelo, Mango Wheat Ale, Juicy Haze IPA. We have a Boost Moon IPA, Freedom Tower, Orange Blossom Pilsner, an Almirada Beer Company, Three Daughters Beach Blonde Ale, a Sierra Nevada Pale Ale, and a Crooked Can. So not too bad of choices here. Of course, they also have extra drinks that are over here, as you can see.
Just gonna go down the list. If you would like to pause it, go ahead and pause it. Dillon kindly brought me a second one.
If y'all have any questions, feel free to ask, let me know.
Will do.
Sure. Dillon brought over a second menu, so that way we didn't have to flip it over.
And to keep in mind for the taps to mention, they do have 16 ounce and 20 ounces that are $9 to $13, and 16 ounce cans for $10 to $11. Hard ciders and seltzers for $9.50 to $11. Galactic grapes for $12, and spirit-free beverages between $5.50, $5 and $12. $12 for the alcohol there.
Something else that we have to mention, you can enjoy all the cocktails in a Moonrise Bar at Souvenir Cup. You can add it for $1, and we could just, if we could get a camera that could zoom, we could get this little Souvenir Cup, and yeah. But yeah, I may order something so that way I can showcase the actual cup.
Yeah.
So
I do like this area too. It is very open. It feels very spacious, and it's got a really nice vibe to it and all that. Also, another thing too to mention is that the seats that are out here within the pool deck and in the bar area, very comfortable, very nice and very sleek. So just to show you what it's like
plastic.
here. This one is plastic right here, and of course it is very comfortable to get in and out. It's got a really nice ideal in shape when it comes to it.
Kind of feels like that playground equipment material.
I wouldn't go that far, but yeah, it's nice. They also do have couches over here as well within these two spots. Lots of lounge chairs, ping pong tables over here, and as well as hula hoops and all that stuff. So impressive. All right, now that we've shown you that, let's showcase the fitness center and the game room.
Before we do that, of course, I got to get something and showcase that cup.
Your GRS.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Wow, look at that.
I told you. It's a good one.
And we got a little pick as a souvenir. And here's the Terra Luna cup. Got it clear right here so that way you can actually see it. Yeah. So we got mint, and I believe that is dried dragon fruit as a garnish. But yeah, let's give her a sip.
All right, here we go.
Very tart.
Really?
He said that it was very tart and sweet, but also very pretty. Not too shabby. I don't really taste the pear, but I do taste the grapefruit. And ginger, that too.
Really? So here's the thing, do you recommend it?
I want a flight of everything. That way we can actually try it. But yeah, I mean, if this is your first time coming here, and if you want to show off something pretty, and if you're a fan of grapefruit and pears, definitely.
I will say too, it is also big if you're like a person who likes to showcase photos of it, because like if you do a photo of it overall, it looks very cool.
Just gotta give one final view out here.
And just to show you what it's like within the fitness center that's over here, it is mirrored just like Stella Nova. So everything that you see around here is basically the same like as Stella Nova, just the opposite placed. It literally is. But lights are the same, bathrooms are the same, but just on that side compared to here, and then all the machinery around here, same type of situation. Just want to mention briefly, the arcade is the same as Stella Nova, and the rec center, as of the making of when we do this video, is under construction. So it's currently not open yet, but by the time you guys show up, it will be open by then. And real briefly, just want to showcase the Universal Studio Store. There is new merch, and we're going to showcase that right now. So here's Lynn with the new merch.
So we have kid-size red Super Nintendo World shirts. We have black hoodies aren't new, but the red ones definitely are. We've got plenty of blankets. Those we might have already showcased. Bowser Jr. is actually getting some features now, or featured. So you can get a plushie, or you can wear a shirt that features a very nice lime green. Also a little keychain or backpack clip. Bomb-oms, Goobas, bloopers, boos, and piranha plants as a new plushie. Of course, there's already Donkey Kong. Toad was already mentioned. I believe these have already been showcased before. So, we're just gonna explore around here. Some lounge flies as well. I think this is a lounge fly. What is it called? Cups and tumblers. What is it? Not cutlery or whatever. I don't remember if we showcased this before, but the picture frames. Something else that really caught my eye. The new uniforms that are basically the Fantastic Beast era. They're a navy blue, and they're much lighter than the regular robes that are at Hogsmeade and that are at Hogsmeade as well as Diagon Alley. On the inside there is some like this light polyester silk kind of material, so that'll really help in the summer whenever you wear these, like a psychopath, but They're actually not that hot, believe it or not. And these are $150. That's around the same price as the other ones. And as well as that, we also have, we also have the school barrettes. You can show off your house with those. To me, I'm not really a barrette kind of person. Not really into French or anything. New wands, especially. These were definitely showcased, as well as the new technology. We really need to showcase those one of these days, as well as the new price for them, which is not listed. Okay, great. Moving on. Ministry of Magic. It has a very nice purple and green. I may or may not get one of those, I'm not sure. New plushies featured. These may be like in the other parks, maybe the preview center that I didn't even notice. But of course here they actually have the candies. Of course we have the French chocolate frogs. We have chocolate and vanilla biscuits in this cute little container. As well as, what is this? Fleurs de chocolat. It's white chocolate flowers with artificial fruit flavors.
I do have an update about the wands. They are $85, by the way.
Dylan says they were $85 instead of $65. Bargain to me. And of course you have the milk chocolate nifflers. I need to buy one of these and showcase them because they might be similar to the fudge flies, unless there's something inside of them, maybe. These are the English chocolate frogs. We have assorted artificial fruit-flavored gummies, owl skull and frog-shaped in this little tin here. And then exploding bonbons. They kind of have a dark design. I don't know what these bonbons are. It says white chocolate coating, popping candy. So similar to Fizzing Whizbees, but I thought they also had like a spice to them or something. I'm not 100% sure. But more How to Train Your Dragon stuff, especially starring Toothless.
This is also listed in Stella Nova, by the way, and the Epic Universe Preview Center.
Yes. Of course, Toothless, the star of the show. If this released back in... When did How to Train Your Dragon come out? 2010?
Give or take around in that.
Around that time, I probably would have gone bankrupt at an early age.
This is brand new.
Oh, yes. That I actually seen before, I think. So, of course, a lot of new stuff. Also, I forgot to mention, more Keychain Buddies.
Toadette's definitely brand new.
Yeah, I've seen her in the shop. But yeah.
Good for the channel.
All right. So that's all the new merch. Anything else?
Nothing else.
Nothing else.
Alright guys, that's going to do it here at Universal's Terra Luna. This is a look at all the hotel, what there is. Again, very similar to Stella Nova, our next door neighbor over here, but a little bit of a different theme, and it's wonderful. We do recommend this place 100%. We did have a room here earlier, and we had the Epic Universe view, so first off, thank you to the team members who made this happen. We highly and gratefully appreciate it. If you like what we do here at We The Coasters, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you're brand new to the channel, and hit that bell notification for any future uploads. Follow us on all of our socials, our Facebook, our Twitter, our Instagram, and our threads. We are getting closer to Epic Universe, guys. I'm telling you, May 22nd. Cannot wait. Hopefully we'll see you then. Until then, thank you guys for watching, and for myself and Lynn behind the camera, we will see you guys later until the next video. Until then, have a good rest of your day, everyone, and enjoy it. Peace.